empty. At least put the bottles in the trash or something.
Mr. Fontule should be finished presently.
Listen, you old pit viper. I've stuck my neck out for you financing
Oh,
this
no.
new factory of yours.
All right. Calm
Speaking of that, I
yourself.
should probably stream Black
No need
Sad
to get
soon. That's a really good game.
Well, if I'm excited, it's your fault. Quid pro quo, Victor, you slippery worm. I don't like all this cloak and dagger nonsense.
Just a little professional discretion, Gordon. We don't want anyone stealing our recipes, do we?
Discretion? I don't care a fig for your discretion. I care about what's being done with my money.
Nah, man.
It is, my friend. I'll explain it all at the shareholders' meeting. For now, please trust that things are progressing on schedule and as planned.
Yeah.
I don't like being left in the dark, Victor. I don't like it at all. You'd better have some answers next time we meet.
Yeah. See you later. Oh. Man, he's sniffing all the time.
Sir, a voodoo detective is here to see you.
A detective?
Voodoo Detective, Mr. Fontule. I was hoping we could talk.
Yep. Let's talk about this.
I see. Well, why don't you join me in my office?
Yep. For anyone new to the stream, be sure to drop a follow. I really appreciate the follow. If you feel any need to contribute financially, you can just sub to the channel, and I really appreciate it as well. But it's no pressure. Following is just good enough, and I really appreciate that. Let's see. We got a map. We got some curiosities. This man's a collector of
You
things.
got quite the collection here. I don't even know what most of this stuff is.
Ah, yes. Those are from the old days before Island Ventures. I used to travel all over the world, collecting bits and bobs from hither and yon. I find different cultures completely fascinating. It's a bit of a hobby.
Uh-huh.
It's a map of a place called Ventures Island.
That's right. Island Ventures has big plans for Ventures Island.
Okay. That's about it.
Nothing complements a hot day like a roaring fire.
Except perhaps a trench coat?
Okay, got me there, buddy.
Lots of elegant leather-bound books. Just the kind you expect in a fancy office.
A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one.
I love that quote. I actually love that quote. I'm gonna start. That's a quote I really like. It's really good and very profound because I actually agree with
I
that.
do apologize
All the
for
stuff I
excitement
read.
out there. When in business, one must deal with all sorts of people. Especially when you require funding.
What was that argument about?
Well, Island Ventures' subsidiary, Island Kitchen, is preparing to launch a new line of food. I'm holding the cards pretty close to my chest to avoid any leaks. Gordon doesn't like that. But surely that has nothing to do with why you've come to see me. Unless you, too, wish to inquire about the particulars of our new secret recipes?
I'm here on behalf of my client, your wife.
Mary? My God, I've been worried sick. Is she all right? She'd been acting like a completely different person, and then she just up and left.
Let's talk about Mary.
I've got some questions about your wife.
Please, go ahead.
The pendant.
Mary was given this pendant around the time she lost her memory. Look familiar?
You should know it.
Why, yes. She brought it to me shortly after her memory trouble began. We never were able to find out where it came from. Do you think it has anything to do with her amnesia?
I don't know yet. What do you know about Mary's past?
I'm afraid very little. I know both of Mary's parents died when she was young, and she has no siblings.
Of course.
But she doesn't like to talk about her past, and I don't wish to reopen old wounds.
Do you know of anyone who would want to harm Mary?
Heavens, no. Everyone loves Mary. She's kind and good. She never bothers anyone. A mind would have to be truly unhinged to harm a sweet, delicate flower like Mary.
Mm-hmm.
Does Mary have any close friends?
Mary keeps largely to herself, but she does visit with my nephew's wife on occasion. Her name is Kiki Lawton.
Who is Mrs. Lawton?
What do you know about Mrs. Lawton?
Not Lafton.
Kiki is
Lawton.
the wife of my nephew, Theodore, but I'm afraid I don't know her very well.
Do you know how I can reach Mrs. Lawton?
I know Kiki and Mary often enjoy brunch together at the Chic Shore restaurant. You might try there.
If you don't mind, I've got other questions.
Mm-hmm.
Was Mary spending time with anyone new prior to her memory loss?
Not that I know of. My work requires frequent travel, and Mary always insists on joining me. Couple that with her proclivity for solitude, and she isn't left with much opportunity to make new acquaintances. At least, none that I would be unaware of.
Okay.
That's enough about your wife for now.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about you, buddy.
Do you mind if I ask some personal questions?
Go right ahead.
You've amassed quite the fortune.
Mm-hmm.
Got any greedy-eyed next of kin looking for a slice of inheritance pie?
No, nothing like that. The only family I have aside from Mary is my nephew, Theodore Lawton. He runs a law practice downtown and works as my lawyer.
Okay. Gotta check him out,
And
too.
if you and Mary were out of the picture, he would stand to inherit quite a lot of lettuce, right?
Are you suggesting that Theodore is trying to kill my wife?
I mean,
I'm not suggesting anything.
Just exploring.
Just exploring possibilities.
man, this lychee
Do
mango
you know of
tea
anyone
green tea is
who might
great.
want to do you harm? Someone who might go after your wife to get to you.
Mm-hmm.
In business, one has many competitors. And of course, if you're successful, there are bound to be those who look on with covetous eyes. But business is about optimizing profit, Detective. And there is no profit in harming a man's wife.
Yeah.
That's enough about you for now. That's all for now.
Godspeed, Detective.
There's nothing I can do for him right now. There's nothing I can really press him on anything. Oh, wait, wedding photo.
Looks like a wedding photo.
Ah, what a happy day that was. Bloom of the peach, blush of the berry. My sweet, sweet berry.
Nice rhyme.
Right.
Yeah, nice rhyme. Super speed.
Well, if it isn't Benny the butler.
Benny, hey Benny, hit me up here.
Hello, Detective. What can I do for you?
Do you live here?
Do you live here?
Why, yes. My quarters are adjacent to the staircase.
Thanks, Benny.
Yep. It's something I forgot to do, so give me a sec. When I went out, now I'll talk to Benny after I do this. You have to make sure that you try to enter the greenhouse.
Greenhouse is locked. I'll need to find a key.
Yep. Trust me, I'm gonna be zooming a lot because of the walk animations, you know. So,
Hello again, Detective. Any news about Mary?
can I ask you about the greenhouse? There we go.
Can you let me into the greenhouse?
My butler, Benny, manages the grounds here. You'll have to ask him about it. Though he has become a bit more particular about whom he lets in, since his tiff with the local barman.
Ah, there we go.
That's all for now.
I gotta talk to
Godspeed,
What you call it?
Detective.
Finkstel about Benny later, but we'll get there. Exit. There you go. Leave office. There we go.
Well, if
Man,
it
the
isn't
background of
Benny
this game
the
is just
butler.
gorgeous.
Hello, Detective. What can I do for you?
Yeah, let's go, Benny. Let's see what we got.
Can you let me into the greenhouse?
I'm afraid not. The Fontule greenhouse represents a spectacular botanical achievement. The variation in provenance among the flora we cultivate requires careful attention.
Okay.
The only way to maintain precise control over the environment is to limit the number of visitors we allow in. That's why I'm the only one with a key.
Thanks, buddy.
I am sorry.
Okay, buddy.
I got this letter here addressed to you.
Where did you get that? Have you been in my room?
Yes.
This looks awfully bad, Benny boy. A letter from someone who doesn't appreciate your attentions. A book of hoodoo in your room.
Hey, Scott, thanks again for the resub, and I appreciate that.
Care to explain?
You have been in my room, Mr. Detective. I resent what you're
More
insinuating,
butler
and I
representation. I'm the same too,
absolutely
yeah.
cannot abide you invading my privacy. I have nothing but respect and admiration for Mary Fontule. She's my dear friend and one of the few people to show interest in my opera. I will speak no more on the matter.
Alright, thanks for the thing, buddy. So, man, okay. I really gotta, I guess it's an upgrade for the future. I gotta look into that. If I can turn the subscription into a TTS so people can, you can read that out. But yeah, can Benny out-butler Alfred? Let me see. Alfred was actually a former MI6 agent. So, no, probably not. Yeah, you're probably not, no.
What can you tell me about Mrs. Fontule?
Mary is a good woman. She's always been generous to me. She used to sit for hours with that kind, blank stare of hers, listening to my opera when no one else would. It was unlike her to leave the way she did. I've been so worried. I do hope she's all right.
Okay. Anyway, let's see this pendant.
I've got this gold pendant here. Have you ever seen it?
I'm sorry, no.
Let's go about Mary's behavior.
Did you notice anything strange about Mary before she lost her memory?
Not that I can recall.
Alright.
She seemed every bit a
Yeah, Scott, welcome to the stream,
wild
though. Are
self.
you, whatchamacallit?
Completely
I thought you would be
imperturbable, as though
busy
a
this
veil
Sunday. I
of
know you got
calm
things you gotta do.
separated
How are you enjoying
her
your weekend
from the
otherwise?
troubles of the world.
Let's go to anyone in your life.
Did Mary start spending time with anyone new prior to her memory loss?
I don't think so. She only really spent time with Mr. Fontule and her friend Kiki Lawton. And myself, of course. The dear.
Okay, so her, Kiki, who hung out with. Also, does anybody have any plans for Memorial Day weekend? My plans for Memorial Day weekend is going to be trying to see a new movie. I already saw the Bad Guys. The Bad Guys by, I believe it was DreamWorks? Yeah, I don't remember who, someone else, but I got an hour to D&D, so I drop it. Oh, appreciate you stopping by anyway, man. Keep the lurk on, man. But yeah, so my plans for Memorial Day weekend is, I already seen The Bad Guys, and The Bad Guys, to me, is the best animated movie this year. It is the art style, the backgrounds, the expressions. It's just unironically animation porn. Like, it's just a feat to look at. It's beautiful, it's colorful, it uses excellent cel shading with animation within it. You will notice it if you can catch it. The characters are just emotive. There's always something happening in every scene. This isn't like some DreamWorks pictures where it's animated to a certain degree, but there's like freezing points where they stop doing stuff with just stills. But this movie's just really good. Story-wise, it's pretty solid. There's some cool switch with swerves in it. For all the people who are into anthropomorphic stuff in there, you know, they got you. So, I think honestly it's the best animated movie of the year. And with DreamWorks also making the new Puss in Boots movie with a similar style to it, if this style of animation and cel shading and art that becomes Pixar, they should stick to it, because by doing so will allow them to be distinct from Pixar. Because when it comes to graphical fidelity, Pixar has the money from Disney. It's hard to compete in that aspect. But if you make yourself look distinct and artful, I think that's going to be a really big boon for for DreamWorks movies. So yeah, I definitely recommend everybody who haven't seen it, go see The Bad Guys. It's a beautiful looking movie. Artistically, a masterpiece. Story's solid. There's some cool elements in there. I'm not going to spoil anything. But yeah, and so, like, there's hardly any big names in the movie besides Aquafina, and I'll leave it as there. That's the only biggest name I've ever there. Yeah, I gotta give credit. I gotta give credit where credit's due. You know, it's a good movie.
Do you know of anyone who would want to harm Mary?
No, I don't. Mary never hurt or offended anyone. Frankly, she didn't interact with all that many people to begin with.
If you don't mind, I have a few other questions. What can you tell me about Mr. Fontoul?
Mr. Fontoul is a beneficent gentleman. I can make no complaints about the time I've spent working under his employ. Even if I could, it's not a butler's place to say such things.
That is true.
Thanks, Benny.
Zoom. Alright, so I have to find a way to get into the greenhouse. Because I want those mints. To get that stool and pestle. That mortar and pestle. Zooming. I swear. Like, I swear. If I... Like, maybe I should try it. Maybe some stream in the future, I'll try speedrunning this game. This game just particular.
Well, if it isn't New Ginin's newest detective, what can I do for you, VD?
Alright, question about the locals.
I need the skinny on some of the locals.
Of course, VD. What do you want to know?
Benny the Butler.
What's the story with Benny the Butler?
Oh, that old so-and-so? Yeah, I used to mix in with him. It was nice to have a little zest for a while, but the twist is he thought it was going to be something more. Things got muddled and I had to get tough. Our relationship ended up on the rocks. He was pretty shaken up. Still, I hope he's doing all right.
I found this letter in Benny's room. Lots of tears on it. Is it from you?
Tears. Oh dear, that poor boy. Listen, VD, can you do me a favor? Can you give this to him? I don't like how we left things. I didn't mean to hurt him.
Cool.
What do you know about the banker, Gordon Crumsford?
Oh, him. He and Victor Fontoul are always pestering poor Billy to sell the bar.
Oh, that's good. Let's see, it's about Kiki Lawton.
Have you ever met Kiki Lawton?
Is she related to Theodore Lawton?
His wife.
I see. Well, if she's anything like her husband, I'd steer clear. Some kinds of dirty don't wash off with water.
Gotta hand them the stuff with locals.
Thanks for the info, Ricky.
Alright, so let's get out of here.
I've got a split. See you around, Ricky.
Alright, let's hand them that letter, and hopefully let's in the greenhouse. Then we get the mints, and then get the mortar and pestle, and then we'll interact with other people. Like I said, you can walk normally, but oof.
Well, if it isn't Benny the Butler.
Hello, Detective. What can I do for you?
Ricky's letter.
I spoke with Ricky. He asked me to give you this letter.
Oh, Ricky. Thank you, Detective. This means a lot to me. If there's anything I can do to repay the favor, just let me know.
How about that greenhouse?
Can you let me into the greenhouse?
Well, normally I'd say no, but you've been so kind to me.
Yep.
Here, take this. It's the key to the greenhouse.
Thanks, Benny. Thanks for the key, Benny.
Alright, let's get those mints.
The bottom shelf has aloe, orchid, fiddle leaf fig, and mint. Looks like I'll be getting that mortar and pestle after all.
A lemon tree.
You can never have too many lemons.
Now, the reason why I grabbed the lemon is that I'm going to show you guys a spell. See, we need to know who owned the locket. To make the locket, you need a lemon zest, lodestone, and a black candle. So in order to make it, we have to, you know, mix the pieces together, and then boom, 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 we get it. Yep, and that's pretty much it in a nutshell. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm like, again, so solve it in this.
Top 2 shelves hold all sorts of flowers.
Let's show you the items to interact with it. Fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and veggies. This place has it all.
Yep. And then we go here, bird of paradise.
It's a bird of paradise.
So you get out, we're out of the house, and then boom, back to Main Street. Now to get a lodestone, I'll show you guys how to get the lodestone. You would have to go back to your apartment, your office and apartment, and you can get the lodestone from the radio here.
This radio may be old, but the speaker's got a powerful magnet. When I listen, so do the neighbors. I bet I could get that magnet out if I could find something to jimmy this thing open with.
And how do you jimmy something open? Remember that screwdriver we purchased? Boom, there we go. This just is a running joke. Never stop being funny in this series to me.
The magnet came right out.
Oh wait. Oh no, sorry. Oops, didn't do it yet. The candle's on top of my skull, so whampo. There we go. Now we got all pieces to check who made or owns the thing. But to get there, we gotta get the mortar and pestle to mix it in. Because otherwise, if you try it, watch what happens. You try to mix it. Well, the candle must be black, but if you try mixing it...
I need something to grind these up with.
Exactly. That's what you need the mortar and pestle for, so you cannot grind it together mortar and pestle.
Well, if it isn't New Ginin's newest detective, what can I do for you, VD?
Here's your mint.
Any chance I could borrow your mortar and pestle?
Like I said, I'll trade you for some mint leaf. Got any?
I've got your mint right here.
There we go.
Wow, you found some. Thanks, VD. I was about to run out. You're a lifesaver. You have yourself a trade. The mortar and pestle are yours.
Alright, give him that grind to grind. Yep, stay with Stop by, Scott. I really appreciate it. See you next time. Yeah, see you next time, and we'll probably talk in the future about stuff to do, definitely. Like I said, if you guys finish that D&D campaign, I would be... You can hit me up with if you would willing to do a long-term connection for it. Unless it's in person, I'm fucked. I'm screwed. So basically, now if you guys remember the spell says I need a black candle. I cannot make it yet because you look at here, this is not a black candle. How do you make a black candle? Oh no, what are we gonna do? We go to the bank. Look at that. There's a candle right there, ink. An ink bottle. So we just take the candle right here, and then we just put it here, and that's
I see a white candle when I want it painted black.
We have no business in the bank right now. This is something I'm going to avoid later. Luggies are remote. Ah, that's cool, man. Yeah, we'll talk more about that some other time then. So what we're going to do now is, so basically what we're going to do now is solve it. We're going to do candle.
This black candle should work.
You put the load in here.
I think this qualifies as lodestone.
And some lemon zest. We made a spell.
Here's my lemon zest. I think that's it. The owner-honer mixture is ready to use.
Yep. We don't know who owns the locket, so we're going to tip this and...
Looks like the spell worked. I can feel the pendant pulling me somewhere.
And look, the pendant lets me go this way. Oh, let's talk to this character over here, Eartha, before we do anything.
Let's see. 6 foot, 42 long, but still breathing.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that you want?
The name's Voodoo Detective. I'm a voodoo private investigator.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Eartha. I am the mistress of these hallowed grounds.
Good chat. I'll be seeing you, Eartha.
Folks always do.
Sooner or later. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mind people who take photos at graves or something like that, or as aesthetic. But this is super disrespectful. You're literally standing on a crypt while someone's doing a "it's summertime" pose on it. Like, that's just like, yeah, that's too much for me.
Pendant is pointing at this old mausoleum. Plaque says Lamoon family. It's locked. There are fresh footprints leading inside. Someone must have been here recently.
All right, let me ask Eartha about that.
What is it that you want?
I saw footprints leading into the Lamoon mausoleum. Have you seen anyone going in or out of there?
Perhaps I did. Perhaps I didn't. My mind's a little misty.
What do you want?
I don't do bribes.
Then you're scratching at the wrong grave, Buster.
Money.
Would a couple of greenbacks help dig up your memory?
I don't need your mortal coin.
All right, what do you want?
All right, Eartha. What's it gonna take?
Very little interests me beyond tending to the dearly departed, but I have had my eye on one of those new island brand shovels. Bring one to me, and it may resurrect my memories.
Okay.
Can you let me into the Lamoon mausoleum?
I am a grave digger, not a crypt keeper. I don't have a key.
Well, who's got it then?
Try Gordon Grumsford.
Yep.
He owns this cemetery. I merely fill it with corpses.
All right.
Good chat. I'll be seeing you.
Let's get her that shovel. This is a really funny
Folks
joke.
always do.
You guys may see what happened to the shovel.
Sooner or later.
So get ready for like comedic stuff. Hole in the ground.
Out of one hole and into another.
Indeed.
Indeed. Oof. Back here. Now to get the whatchamacallit. What we need? You gotta get the shovel. So let's go to the store see if they sell it. Island Trader.
Welcome to Island Trader. Please let me know if I can get anything for you.
I was told you guys sell a very special shovel here.
You must be referring to the upcoming release of our new line of island shovels.
That sounds about right. I'd like one.
You and me both. They're not out yet.
What do I have to do to get one early?
You'd have to get approval from my boss, Mr. Fontoul. Good luck with that, though. He's pretty strict about new product releases.
All right.
I'm just gonna look around.
Go right ahead, sir.
Oof. All right, guys. I'm gonna be taking a quick break. I'll be taking a restroom break, so I'll be back shortly. I'll see you guys roughly about 2-3 minutes. So enjoy the chill tune until I get back.